Well, Halloween's almost here. Have you decided on a costume yet? Thrift stores can be a great place to create a costume, and you don't have to spend a whole lot of money. Shannon Smith joining us from Goodwill in Winston-Salem with some great ideas, right, Shannon?
That's right, Brad. I was reading this morning that the average person will spend about $45 on a brand new costume. You don't need to do that. You can go thrift store shopping, be really creative, make something that no one else has. And Sarah Butner here with Goodwill showing us that. And you have people come in all the time on Halloween really looking to get creative.
Absolutely. Halloween is the best time of the year at Goodwill. You can really let your imagination run wild and make your own costume and save a lot of money in the process.
You were trying to make all of the looks that we're going to see here less than $10. Correct?
Yes, 10 to 15 of those.
Okay,
yes.
let's see. First, we've got our pirate. Tell me a bit about what you could find to make a pirate costume.
Yeah, well, Smith here is a pirate. You can find some costumes that have been donated by people in the past, or you can put something together yourself really simply with a white puffy shirt, pants that you can cut off, and don't worry too much about sizes. You know, you could find a larger size in something like this and then cut it down to fit yourself, and you don't have to worry about cutting it up or making alterations because it's not that expensive.
And this little cute bag girl.
Yes, Salem. This is another costume that was a store-bought pre-made costume that then was donated by someone who didn't need it anymore, and you could find it here with the mask and everything. Isn't she adorable?
She looks great. And then her nemesis.
Yes, her nemesis, always a very popular costume, the Joker. When you're putting together a character costume, if you focus on 2 or 3 key details that are really visual, something like the vest and the purple jacket and pants, you can put that together, and it's not going to be exactly like everyone else's, but people will still immediately know you're the Joker.
And you guys even sell some of the makeup here that you could do the Joker face paint if you
exactly
wanted to.
And this whole Joker costume costs less than $15, so you still have plenty of money to spend on makeup and a wig and anything else.
Cool. If you need to throw something together super fast, I love this look on the end. Tell me a little bit about it.
This is our burglar, and really this is just a regular top, and we just added a hat and gloves and made the mask there out of a scrap of a t-shirt.
Oh, cool.
And then added some accessories on our bag there, and you can put together a costume really quickly for your last minute party and still look great.
You all look great. Thank you so much. We're going to show you more do-it-yourself costumes from Goodwill after 9 o'clock, including a couple of pet costumes that are super cute. So stay tuned for that.
I love the do-it-yourself side because, as she said, you're not going to look like anybody else.
And you're saving a ton of money.
Like that too, like that too. Shannon, thanks very much. Emily, put together costumes sometimes are the very best of the night.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. And I think the kids get some satisfaction out of that too. Hey, take a look. Hey, the average Halloween costume can cost you $45. That's according to the site Coupon Cabin. It's a great way to save, create your own costume. Go to the thrift store and shop. Shannon Smith is live at a Goodwill in Winston-Salem. Good morning.
Good morning. There's kind of 2 ways to do this. You can go online, do some research, and see what pieces you may need, or you just walk into a store and kind of see what hits you. And Sarah Butner is here, and you kind of used both of those avenues before you shop for these costumes we're going to see.
Absolutely. You can have a character in mind and look for a couple of key specific pieces, or you can just walk into a store and see if inspiration strikes from what you find there.
Okay, tell us about these. These are really based on really what's hot right now.
The biggest costumes of the year are characters from It and from the show Stranger Things. And so we've got Gunnar here is Georgie from It.
With the red balloon.
Yes, and really all you need there is a yellow slicker and a red balloon, and this costume works for humans too.
Yes, and all he needs is treats to be part of this, just like humans. We'll do whatever costumes.
As we all do. And then we have our Eleven and Will from Stranger Things, and this show is just huge on Netflix, and a lot of it is really just clothes from the 80s. A couple of characters have really specific looks, but you can just have a lot of fun with it. And another easy costume for a dog. Hannah here, I don't know if you can see her as a Beanie Baby.
Just because she's so furry. Did you make that tag?
Yeah, you can just print that off, find pictures online, and just print it off the size that you need depending on your dog.
And I have to say, these costumes have stayed on these dogs for over an hour.
Yes.
They've been fantastic about it. So you would search these characters, find these pieces, Y'all look great. I've never seen the show, so I wouldn't know. But you look great. And then on the end, you recognize this character, kind of an inspiration.
Yes, Mary Poppins. And this is something that we just found, I think it was the hat and the skirt in the store, and saw that kind of looks like something Mary Poppins would wear. And then all you need to do is add a couple of accessories like a bag and maybe an umbrella, and build it out from there. So sometimes you can find just one piece that really makes you think of a certain character or costume, and you just go from there.
Well, our doggies are getting restless, so we're going to wrap up this segment. They have done all the modeling that they want to do for now. We'll come back with some more ideas, maybe some decorations you could find at your thrift store to really make your house look spooky for Halloween.
There you go. Those are clever ideas, Shannon. Thanks.
Yes.
Some Jeannie.
You know, the amount of money that we spend at Halloween can be downright frightening. The National Retail Federation says between costumes and decorations and candy, the average person spends almost $83. Thrift stores like Goodwill, though, are a great way to cut down on some of those costs. Shannon Smith is live in Winston-Salem showing us how this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. A lot of thrift stores will have a special seasonal section set up. They have tons of little makeup kits here that you could do spooky spider, you could do a monster, you could do vampire. They have fake blood. They have all these little decorations and things and masks and you name it, and they're all at really discount prices because a lot of this stuff could have been donated or bought in big bulk during clearance sales. But if you want to get creative and do your own thing, they have some tutorials online that you could do some decorations around your house. And Sarah joins us again to talk about that. You have these online right now?
Yes, on our YouTube channel, and we post a lot of them on Facebook as well. And it's at Goodwill NWNC is our handle on pretty much every network.
Okay.
So, but if you're not totally sure how to go about some of this do-it-yourself stuff, those tutorials can be a big help.
And you've got some ideas. We were looking around. First of all, we did not do this to this doll. This doll's legs were coming off, but how creepy is that?
Yeah, it's amazing what normal objects can be made to look really creepy if they're put in a different context. Yeah. And you know, you find mismatched figurines and vases like this all the time. And one of our tutorials is showing how you can take little figurines like this and just paint them all the same color, black or another dark color, and then they're very uniform and they can be arranged into a decoration at your house or at a party. And something like these vases in really interesting shapes, the same way, once they're painted all the same color, maybe you add some beads or some little tags on them, they can look like potion bottles or just kind of a general creepy decoration.
I've seen people take these and paint them black and then put like dried dead flowers in them. That's another thing you can do with the vases. A lot of people have a phobia of clowns.
Yeah, this one's might be frightening to some people on its own, but then painted and maybe with some things added to it and with some other pieces can make a really unique, one-of-a-kind decoration.
I know a girl who's back in our studio who does not like clowns, who's probably frowning at that thing right now. Talk a little bit about the other kind of decorations that you could do it yourself as you walked around here.
Sure. Things like wreaths, and as you mentioned, flower arrangements, something like that when they're put together, when they're painted and added in some of these vases or other things can really add some ambiance. Even something like a mirror is another one of our tutorials. It's on our website. Just painting the frame black and adding some treatment to the mirror itself. Suddenly it looks like something out of a haunted house. But just for a couple of dollars.
Yeah, for a couple of dollars you can get your costume. You can get any of these little accessory items that go with it. You can get creative decorating your house. Really cool stuff. And the doll legs really creep me out. One was just kind of sticking out of a shelf, Sydney, and we were like, what? What is that?
You know, you could paint them and put like the put glitter on the shoes, and they could be like the Wicked Witch of the East legs.
Oh, like feet sticking up.
Yeah, under the house. So just saying.
You're getting creative, see?
I don't know about that. There's lots of stuff you can work with there, Shannon. Thanks.